Hi, we're
Hi.
back. Dobrodošli.
Dobro
How do you say
jutro.
dobrodošli in Macedonian?
Dobrodojde.
Oh,
Yeah.
dobrodojde. Okay, love
Yeah.
it.
The more you know.
The more I know, yeah. So welcome back to episode number 6.
Yep.
Yup. And we are very animalistic today.
We kind of planned it. We were in the mood for it today
Yeah.
to channel our inner animal.
Yeah. Also, your nails are also animal print, right?
It's a giraffe print.
Oh, it's a giraffe.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
I
Me
think.
thinking panther.
I mean, it looks like a giraffe.
Yeah.
Kind of, right?
Yeah, true.
All animals
No,
on me.
I
yeah.
love it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're back. You know what I was thinking today while I was driving here?
What?
That I, as a kid, used to be thrown out of class so often for speaking too much that I would daydream.
Really?
Yeah, I would daydream about having my own talk show. I was like, imagine if I could do this for a living.
Girl, I still daydream that I have my own talk show. I still talk to myself in the mirror before I go to bed. Having
I
a whole
believe
ass
that
interview with
100%.
myself. Although I have a podcast also right now, so
Yeah.
make it make sense. But
Yeah, it actually makes sense that we have this podcast then,
Yep,
right?
yep.
But it's just a full circle moment that I was driving and thinking, oh my God, I used to think about that and being punished. Like when I tell you, I was frequently punished. Like
Really?
80% of the time I was sat in front of the class because it was like, you're going to distract everyone else. And I just love yapping always. And that was like the most common thing when I would come with my parents to the parent-teacher meetings. They'd be like, Nejra's potential, and everything is good, but, she can't stop yapping. Like, we need to separate her constantly. And
your
then,
teacher was like, she thinks she's in a cafe having a coffee with her friends. This is cool.
and the funny thing is that they would sit there and they also said, like, and the thing is, when we talk to Nejra about this, it's like, she's just sitting here in her chair like, sure, I hear you, honey, but like, it's not really bothering me. And then my parents would talk to me like, you should care more. And I look at them like, why though? Like, I don't see
I
an
bring the
issue here.
vibes.
Exactly. I'm there for morale,
Well, your teachers were wrong.
Yeah.
Talking actually can get you something in life.
Exactly.
So
Here we
are. Yeah. It's funny that you say that. When I was younger, my dream was to be a television host, also to have my own talk show. So that's a funny coincidence, I think, that we both have that. I used to...
Coincidence or
sudbina.
Or sudbina.
I think the latter.
Yeah.
I took part in this initiative from the municipality. It was like how should I describe this? Like an initiative for children to get in touch with media. So we would write our own articles, but also they would send someone to follow us with a camera. We would, present. If I can find it, I'll include it in this clip. I don't think I have the video, but I will try my best.
Cute.
And it's like a full circle moment, as you say. And I think it's also very fun. Like, it's funny to me that we met at this Dutch television broadcast channel, and that it didn't work out there, and that we're now creating our own space for women, people like us, whether from the Balkan or beyond, and that is clicking, it's working, like the puzzles are falling in the right place.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
Yeah. Everything is a sign when you're crazy enough, right?
And I am crazy enough. I
We
will
both
see
are.
a sign in your pattern, your cow pattern. I'll be like, this is the universe speaking to me.
Moja kravica.
Sponsor us.
Oh, yes.
That would be my dream. Moja kravica, I love you.
Yes.
I love you. You're better than the Chocomel. That's the other brand that we drink here. You're amazing. We love you.
Yeah.
Please sponsor us. I love the keks flavor. It's new.
I have to try
From last
that.
summer. You have to try it. It's so good. It's like, the plasma biscuit thing, but in a drink.
Ooh,
It's so good. Yeah.
I love plasma.
Yeah.
Also sponsor us.
Yeah. Just sponsor us. We love you. Anyway, Aydana Cafe.
Aydana Cafe. Tell me what's new. I think you had a really good experience, not too long ago, huh?
I had a very surreal experience. I saw a movie it's a documentary movie called The Tale of Ciljan. It's a Macedonian movie by director Tamara Kotevska. And it was such a surreal experience. You might think, okay, like a Macedonian movie, who cares? I saw it in the Netherlands, actually. And the whole movie is spoken in my dialect.
Crazy.
Which is the Strumički dialect. For those who don't know, Macedonia has a crazy amount of dialects.
Yeah.
Some people, if you're from Kumanovo, for example, in the north, you will struggle to understand us and I will struggle to understand you. I would think you speak Serbian, you would think I speak Bulgarian, you know? Like,
Wow.
that's how
It's that
big
different?
the differences are, yes. And I went with my mom and my brother, and we came into this a movie theater with all these white Dutch older people, you know, like, you know, the types that love culture and love to watch these niche documentaries. And my brother came there like a Slavic bro in his training suit. And the movie started, and this man started speaking in Strumički. And by the way, the movie was made with support of National Geographic, which is super cool. Like, the quality was insane. And we just sat there and we looked at each other like, what is happening? Already when you're Macedonian, the representation is not that big in the world. We don't get talked about a lot, let alone this very specific dialect that from the region that we are from. And I think especially that is what I wanted to discuss with you, especially speaking a dialect in Macedonia. Some people maybe from like Skopje or like the bigger cities can kind of look a bit down on you speaking a dialect.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. I know like people from Strumica or other smaller cities that when they go to Skopje, they will speak in a more formal way, more formal Macedonian, because people wouldn't understand that. And I get it. Like, it's difficult to understand if you don't hear it often, but I find it so weird. Just speak in your dialects. You need to take up that space. Let people know that you're from that region. There's nothing to be ashamed about. But there's this kind of shame that people carry with them. And I was wondering, is that the same in Bosnia?
I'm not sure, honestly. So maybe that's a good question for the audience about dialects.
Yeah.
Because I feel like in Bosnia, it's more about different accents. So if you're from mid-Bosnia, or if you're from Sarajevo, if you're from Herzegovina, for example, they have a really more elongated accent, so it's more slow, and it makes sense, right? They're near the coast, or more near the coast, so everything slows down a little bit.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but I love accents in general, like we established last time, right? So I'm here for all of them.
Yeah.
But I think that's more the distinguished one. I would say in Bosnia, it's more about the accents than it is so much about dialects. But I could be wrong because I can't speak for all of Bosnia.
Yeah.
So there might be dialects that I don't know of. So if you speak one, I'd be really happy to hear about it and to dive into it.
Yeah, I think, for example, in Albanian, but correct me if I'm wrong, there's the northern dialect and the southern dialect, and sometimes they can also not fully understand each other. So it's very interesting. And I think, for example, in the Netherlands, you also have different accents, but not... You also have dialects, but they're kind of being erased by maybe the modern world, technology, and all that. But it's less of a difference between cities and regions than in Macedonia. And I think because people really used to live in their own village and city for generations. So also, for example, it's not even a difference between a city from one side of the country to another, but there's this village in the southern, like more southern part of Strumica, and when they speak, they even use some words that they don't use in the Strumički dialect. So it's like a sub-dialect even. It's so fascinating to me because my whole family, you will hear some words from this region, hear some words from that village, you know. It's so interesting to me. And I don't know, this experience in the theaters, I actually realized that I never felt really represented, not even in Western media, not even in Dutch media, but also not even in Macedonian media. The fact that for the first time I really felt represented as a girl from Strumica, Macedonia also. Yeah. And because the documentary was very much about topics of migration, I felt so seen in a weird way. And it was so surreal that it was in this small theater in the Netherlands that I felt represented for the first time.
That is wild.
It's wild, yeah. And if you haven't seen the documentary, go watch it. It's so good. I don't know if it's in theaters everywhere. Tamara Kotowska actually was nominated for an Oscar a couple of years ago for her movie Honeyland. I haven't seen that one, so maybe we should watch it.
We should, definitely.
So she's super talented. It talks about a man that has been a farmer his whole life and for generations long, and it really touches upon topics of like bullshit policies from the government that disadvantages farmers in the Balkans. Everything is about money, profit, also more and more in that region, you know. It talks about climate change also. There's this very nice metaphor with Ooievaar? I don't know how. We put the bird in the screen. You will know which bird. And that he misses his son who is in Germany, and he takes care of this bird as a replacement of his son. It's so beautifully made, and I cried. I found it so beautiful. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it. And to end maybe on that note, we should watch more movies from the Balkans. Yeah. I feel like I don't watch enough movies from that region.
Yeah. I've actually done that more this year. What did I watch recently? I watched the movie from Tomas Ravkovic. I know that's not a new one, but I hadn't watched it yet. Yeah. So I finally watched it.
So good.
Took up the courage to watch it. Really good.
Right. Did you cry?
A little bit, yeah. But I expected it to be more. But I did dream very vividly, I think, that night. So it really stuck with me. Yeah. And I kind of know that about myself. Like if I watch a movie that's quite heavy and I do that before bed... That's why I have such a steady routine. But if I do that before bed, I know that it will kind of linger in my mind and I might dream about it. Yeah. But it was 100% worth it.
Right.
I watched Testament, Amanet. Those are two Bosnian movies.
Amanet I've heard about, but Testament not.
Testament is the second one.
Okay. It's like a series.
It's not I think there will be a third one. Like the second one ended on such a note where you're like, there might be a third one. And I loved the second one even more. Yeah. It's really good. We'll watch that as well together. And the last one that I watched was Svadba as well. Yeah. Hajde da se volimo also
of course.
Watched that recently. So I've been more into watching Balkan movies.
All right. Yeah. If you have any recommendations for us, I also want to have these niche movies from, I don't know, Romania, Bulgaria, Slovenia, Albania. Let us know. I really want to see if there's things...
With subtitles then, though.
100%. Yeah. But if there's things that, are different, commonalities, that would be fun.
Speaking of, I have a hot take on that. Yeah, are you sad?
Yeah.
So, like I said, I started really watching Balkan movies. And then as I was speaking to my aunt about this, she told me about this website where she watches Turkish shows because we started talking about Turkish shows. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, right. Like I used to watch Turkish shows a lot more. Why have we stopped doing that? I don't know. Like Netflix became such a big thing that you kind of forgot about it. Yeah. And now I'm watching Turkish shows again. And I'm watching my fave one. I think this is my fave one of all time. It's called Vatanım Sensin.
I love the accent.
I think I'm pronouncing it correctly.
I don't know.
In Bosnian, it's Ti si moja domovina, and it means you are my homeland, something like that. And it's Greek versus Turkish. And it's
love a
forbidden love.
Oh, I'm already sold. Yeah. I'm already sold. Yeah. I love a good...
It's not just forbidden love, by the way, but it
touches
builds
on
that and just...
I love that.
Yeah.
I will agree partially because I rarely watch Turkish series. For example, my grandmother watches it a lot, and then I'm like, and it's also dubbed, back home. Yeah. So it just looks so silly, and I'm like, it's kind of cringe. Like, I don't. And then once I start watching, I'm like, oh, this is actually kind of interesting. What will happen next? Will he stay with her? Will he leave her? You're sold like this, you know?
Yeah. And when I came to Bosnia now, when I was there in March, the first thing I noticed was my grandpa, who is turning 90, by the way, this year. He is here for all those shows. So I see him. Yeah, I don't know which one he's watching right now, but they're all on this level of intensity, like Ezel and Binbir Gece, those type of, those are really intense Turkish shows that are like 2 hours long, one episode. Yeah. And he's really sat for all those shows and he's just watching them. Also the like reprisa, so repeated version of that one. You'll watch that one as well. So at some point I was like, okay, well, I might watch it. I'm here, right? So I'm just here vibing with my grandpa. I don't really care about the show. But then at some point, like, so you're like, oh, well, wait, what's happening? What?
Yeah.
Hatija, you were not just there? Like, what is happening? And then Mustafa, you're coming in. What? You're not dead? Yeah. Like, it gets really juicy and there you go. 2 hours, just like that. Gone.
Yeah. I love how committed your grandfather is about not missing anything. He would love, if he would be born in this day and age, he would love the TikTok edits that come out of all these shows.
Yes.
Oh, do you also do that after watching a good show? Yes. I will go on TikTok and go, I need to see all the TikToks that the teenage girls are making about the love interest. That will be my obsession for 2 weeks straight. Right?
Right now I'm on Boran Kuzum.
Oh, I don't know. You need to put me on Turkish
I showed you, but you
series.
were like, I'm
Thing,
good, honey.
But that's the thing. First, you will be like, I don't know about this one. But then you will be hooked in at one point.
The same like with Pera Palace, right?
Girl,
Yeah.
don't get me started on Perapalas.
That's your Roman Empire, no?
That's my Roman Empire. It was funny because a friend and I started watching it together, and we both fell in love with the main character. I forgot what his name is.
I also forgot.
I can't believe I forgot his name. I was in love with a man that doesn't even know my name. Like, it was so intense. And then
With a man that's a fictional character.
literally. And then I'm kind of insane. We booked a flight to Istanbul because the series is called Perapalas. It's the oldest hotel in Istanbul, and a lot of paranormal shit is happening there, or things that you cannot explain. And then we booked a flight to Istanbul, and we booked a hotel in that room, and we were like these aunties with our cameras, like, this is the bed. He slept in. And there's this specific room for Atatürk because he used to sleep frequently, I think, in Perapalas. Okay. And we'd be like, Atatürk sat here. Atatürk drank his coffee here. We were so obsessed, and the managers of the hotel found it so funny. But we were not the only girlies, the girly pubs that did this. So amazing experience, yeah.
I think we're now okay again with the Turks because they really came for us with the last clip that we posted about Turkish coffee versus Bosnian coffee.
Yeah, true.
So I hope this makes up for it, okay? We love it. We are here for it. It just, sometimes we have different opinions.
Yeah, and accept that.
Also, yeah.
Except that people don't share the same opinion as you sometimes, okay?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, so we're here for Turkish shows, okay?
I mean, I'm open for it, yeah. Although I have to say, there's just this one other, it's called... You know what? I will look it up and I will show it to you. I forgot the name, but it was so, like, why do these Turkish shows make you cry like crazy? Oh my God. Yeah, it's insane. It's about this brother that has disability.
It's the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about this. I was just going to say, that's the one movie where I cried the most in my entire life.
I've rarely seen my dad cry, but he cried at that movie. Can you imagine? No. A Balkan grown-ass man, and it's okay to cry, but like my dad who's Balkan, he was like crying. Yeah. So that says enough.
Yeah, I think no one would stay... stay normal with that movie. Like,
no.
I think you're dysregulated after that. Yeah. But it's so worth it.
It's so worth it, yeah. So more Turkish shows for this year.
More Turkish shows, yeah. Let us know your favorite ones. I'd love to watch some new ones, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe ones that aren't 2 hours per episode. That would also...
That's also a thing.
I mean, that would help.
It's a whole movie per episode. Insane.
It really is.
It's a commitment.
It's a commitment, yeah. We're busy.
Yeah, busy girlies.
Yeah. So, what do you have next for us in mind?
That's a good question. I forgot what we're going to talk about. Yes, I remember now. Okay. So, I thought it would be fun since we are promoting ourselves and the podcast as a Balkan-centered podcast to test you on your Balkan knowledge and see if you're like a Balkan girly as you claim you are. Or that you're a Bosnian nationalist girly who doesn't know shit about the Balkans. That was like so harsh. I'm sorry. But I thought it would be fun just to test your knowledge. Okay. Some things I also didn't know. So it's also good to educate ourselves, educate you guys. I have a couple of questions. Let's see where the wind takes us.
Oh, I feel like I'm back in class. School's in session.
School in session, and you cannot... Oh, no, actually, now you can talk. It's okay. Yeah. You won't be sent home. So let's see if you know this as a Bosnian girly. Which river forms part of the natural border between Bosnia and Serbia and is often referenced in literature and songs? I will not give you the
No?
You don't know?
As soon as you said river, I was like,
You're
shit.
Like, bye.
Here we go.
Okay, so A, Sava. B, Drina. C, Vardar. D, Marica.
Drina?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
okay,
you're right.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I wasn't 100% sure, but okay.
I didn't know this, and Vardar is a river in Macedonia, so I thought if you say this would be like, super embarrassing.
Vardar, I was thinking of Vardar Endi.
Yeah, that's where the name is from.
Okay.
Yeah, Vardar Endi. If you see this, I want you guys on the podcast. Reply to me.
We are really in love with what
we
you're
love
doing.
what you do. Yeah. If you don't know what they do, go look them up. They are Colombians that speak
and Venezuelans, right?
And Venezuelans that speak perfect Macedonian and know all the songs.
Crazy.
Insane.
Crazy.
Anyway, which Balkan city is one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in Europe, over 6,000 years? Is it A, Skopje, B, Plovdiv, si Tirana or di Zagreb?
Plovdiv.
Ooh, okay, you knew that one.
That's so funny that you mentioned this now because I just saw a TikTok video about Plovdiv this morning.
Coincidence
so
or not?
if I did exactly, if you're crazy enough, everything is the sign. But that's so crazy that
Yeah.
you just mentioned that because I did not know about this city until this morning.
Yeah, it's the
and they
oldest
gave
one.
this background information about how it's the oldest city in the
Yeah.
Balkans or Eastern
Yeah.
Europe or whatever,
Yeah.
and I was so sad for that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny that you saw it this morning because I saw it last
And
week.
it looked beautiful, by the way. Like those, I saw like it was a video of different places in Plovdiv. I was so mesmerized.
Plovdiv for the next
It
destination.
gave Spain
is.
vibes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have no clue what it looks like, but yeah.
Okay.
Good vacation destination then, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Let's go to the other corner of the Balkans. Which instrument is commonly used in Romanian folk music and similar to a violin? Gusle, tambura, chopsa, or vioara? I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I'm sorry, guys.
I have no idea. Like I can guess something, but nothing spoke to me. Tambura znam da nije. I know it's not tambura.
Yeah, that's,
Wow.
that's ours. That's mine.
That was the Balkanic really came out, right?
Yeah.
So, which one is it?
It is vioara. Vioara. I
Okay.
hope I'm pronouncing it right, guys.
Okay.
So when I did my research for college, because I want to represent as much cultures as possible, right? And I made this college. Do you say that? Yeah, college.
Collage?
Collage. I don't think this is a word, but whatever.
Whatever.
Mood board of the Romanian culture, and then I looked up the national instrument, and it was this one. And it's like this smaller violin, I think. Kind of like slightly different music than folklore music than ours, I think, because of the violin also. They have predominantly more violins in their music. So yeah, if you have any good Romanians, I love Romanian music. If you have any good songs, also more traditional, let us know.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
if you don't know this one, it's embarrassing.
Okay.
Actually, I did not know this one. What is the rakia most traditionally distilled from? Base ingredient. Is it grain, fruits, potatoes, or honey?
First, astaghfirullah, that I have to think about this super seriously. No, I'm kidding.
I did not know this.
Sorry. So we have fruit, grains, potatoes.
Grain, fruit, potatoes, or honey?
Potatoes?
I thought that too, but that's vodka actually. It's from different
Oh.
fruits. It makes sense,
Honestly,
right?
but honestly, the first thing that went through my mind when before the multiple choice was krushka, which is pear, because I feel like
love that.
that's one of the most common ones. So I was like, maybe she's gonna ask me what fruit.
Yeah, no, it's from different types of fruits, and then you have different
Okay.
flavors
That
that
makes
come
sense,
out of it.
actually.
Different types. I did not know. I thought it was.
You have shlivovica,
But I think there's also
krushka.
grain, right? I'm not sure. I don't know enough about
But isn't
rakia.
that beer? Isn't grain like beer?
Also, I don't know. There's so many types of
Alcohol.
alcoholic drinks. I can't
Yeah.
keep up. But rakia is, I can't.
Yeah.
Like I even get like goosebumps when I think about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's healing though.
Listen, for like whatever
fever you
whatever
have.
fever you
or-
have, literally, I got a fever a couple of weeks ago, and my mom came in with towels, dipped in azijn,
Soaked probably.
soaked in azijn. What was it called? Azijn.
Marcel, weet jij het? Wat is azijn?
Vinegar.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marcel.
Ooh, we have
Vinegar.
Marcel's voice for the first time in the
Yeah,
podcast.
that's Marcel, guys. We still need a Balkan name for him.
Oh yeah. Was it not Marian?
Yeah. Marian. But then he said it's a women's name in Dutch,
yeah,
and I don't
true.
want, you know.
Okay, we'll come back to that.
We'll come back to it, yeah. But either way, soaked in vinegar.
Okay.
And my fever was so high. I thought I was wavy from the fever even.
Really?
She put the cloth around my feet. Within an hour, I was born new.
Wow.
So if you have a fever next time, dip it into vinegar,
Yeah.
put it around your feet, have a little nap, and you will feel so much better.
Yeah.
So not only rakia, actually, also vinegar.
What also really helps is potatoes in socks.
Also, yeah.
Like that was my COVID thing.
Yeah.
Like I was also delirious with fever, and it was
Yeah.
already it was 40 degrees outside. It was summer as well, and my fever was 39. So I was boiling either way, right? And then we were like, okay, nothing is helping this go down.
Yeah.
Then we were like, fuck it, let's do the potatoes in the sock.
Yeah.
And it really helped. Like within 2 hours, fever was gone.
When you tell Western people this, they're like, are you insane?
Yeah.
What are you doing? But actually, all the medicine that we use, the modern medicine, if you look at the ingredients, you can find it in natural resources, guys. Like literally, you can find it in potatoes and also onions.
Oh.
Onions. I had a very big cough, and my nose was stuffed when I was in Macedonia, and then. My friend Vanessa, she's sometimes like an auntie. She cut like an onion for me and put it in a towel around my neck. So I was like, with a towel with onions around my neck, which smells horrible, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Fever gone. I mean, the stuffed nose, like cough, everything gone. Also, once I had a very bad accident with my knee on the bike, and my mom cut zelka, cabbage, put it in a towel. And my knee was like this before. Next day, gone. I could walk.
Yeah.
Guys, it's insane. If you look into this shit, but I don't need to tell you guys. Balkan people have all these kinds of...
bring back the natural medicine.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that all medicines can cure, all natural medicines can cure everything. But for a large part, you don't need paracetamol, you don't need ibuprofen, believe me.
Yeah.
Ask your grandmother. Anyway, we're going back to Romania.
Okay.
Which sea, sorry again with water, which sea borders Romania? The Adriatic Sea, Ionian Sea, Black Sea, or Aegean Sea?
Black Sea.
Okay, period.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if I would guess that right, but sure. Okay, which of these cities is famous for its stone bridge and old bazaar atmosphere? Skopje, Sofia, Ljubljana, Split.
Old Bazaar and?
The old bazaar and stone bridge.
Skopje?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, that was a wild guess. I was between Sofia and Skopje because I haven't been to either of those. So I was like...
I don't know, like an old bazaar, I think even every other city has in the Balkans. But yeah, we have this stone bridge that connects the newer part with like the old bazaar.
I was also thinking of Mostar, to be honest.
Yeah,
that could have also worked.
Could have also worked.
Yeah.
Potato, right, guys?
Yeah.
We're all
Speaking
same
of
but different.
potatoes, yeah.
It's a vibe though. Last question.
Okay.
Which Balkan country is known for the tradition of martenica? Red-white bracelets. Bulgaria, Albania, or Montenegro?
Montenegro?
It's Bulgaria.
Okay.
So they also have them in some parts of Macedonia. In some areas, same tradition. So I think before Easter, they make this bracelet from white and red threads.
Okay.
And you wear it with you. And with the first tree you see that is blooming, so around spring, you will hang it in the tree. And I think it brings luck, or you can make a wish or something. So you will see... I think throughout Bulgaria, all these trees with like the martinicas.
That's cute.
Yeah, that's cute. And some parts of Macedonia have it too, I think.
And who does that? Who threads those bracelets?
That I don't know. Let us know, guys.
Oh, okay.
I have no clue. I
so
think
it's not like you do it or your grandma does it and then you hang it up.
Probably you can give it to other people also. Yeah. So probably the grandmothers, the aunties,
cute,
the girlies. Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
I'm actually impressed. You did quite well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What would you grade me?
10 out of 10, honey.
Oh, thanks, babe.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. But you should come to Skopje, to the old bazaar and
100%.
see.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Yeah.
We're planning some stuff, so stay sat.
We might or might not have a Kulti Goes International version this summer, but
Goes
we'll
international
tell.
or goes Balkan?
Goes Balkan. Goes Balkan, sorry. International one day also.
One day, yeah.
This was a fun episode.
This is a fun episode.
Guys, thank you for watching. Please, if you love us, give us 5 stars. It helps us a lot. Yeah. Subscribe, like as always.
Comment, share.
If you have something to say it.
Write us. Yeah,
write us.
We've been getting some DMs from some lovely girls. And I'm so here for it.
And I'm like tearing up for real when I see your messages.
Yeah.
Also, the same for Kalish, some women that go from Multiculti to my Kalish page that really see the connection in what we do.
Yeah.
It just warms my heart. I get so happy and I really get emotional when reading your comments. So thank you so much for taking the time to do that. We really appreciate it.
Appreciate you all. Yeah, thank you.
And if you have any ideas for segments, whatever.
Yeah, let us know.
You know
or
where to find
guess,
us.
maybe you're like, oh, you know what? If you are going to do guests, because we are, then maybe there's someone you really want to see on the show. Let us know. It doesn't matter where it's from, by the way.
Yeah.
We are more we're watching through a Balkan lens, of course. But if you have someone outside of the Balkans...
Yeah, but also outside of Bosnia and Macedonia, because that is what we know mostly. If you're from any other country and you're like, you should really speak to this person, let us know.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Thanks again and see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.